guys, good morning. Oh, wait. Probably helped have the microphone close to my face. Um, good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing great. Today is it Monday? It has to be Monday because yesterday was May 1st, Lay Day. Let's see. Hey, Jacqueline. So, I like I've been telling everybody, I'm just gonna go live a lot more, even if it's just like a casual hangout, because it just feels really good. It feels really yummy to kind of just connect with you guys in a very casual way. Right now, I am trying to post the weekly messages to YouTube, and it's a slow going. I don't know why the hell my computer is downloading stuff so slow the last like couple weeks, but it's been painful. So I'm like very slowly watching it like download so I can edit it and then I can upload it to you guys. Um, let's see. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. So pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love your energy. You look so, oh, I am very cuddly this morning. I am very cuddly this morning. Um, in this like, casual hangout while I'm trying to also do this like logistical stuff, I've also been writing down all the lives I want to do because there's a lot that I've been not only integrating but also like siphoning through like, okay, what do I need to share? What can I not share yet? Or just never. Um And is it going on YouTube? Is it going on Patreon? Am I going to do like two-parters? So I've been like organizing stuff too. And, YouTube is probably going to get at least a couple interesting lives and then some new content, which I'm very excited about to share with you. And so is Patreon. Patreon's also going to get some new content. I'm just figuring out logistics for Patreon on that front. But Patreon, my patrons get ready for a lot of cool lives. Like it's going to be cool. So while I'm hanging out with you guys and trying to deal with uploading the weekly messages, I'm also going to be scheduling. I'm going to have my calendar out and scheduling with you guys. Um, Let's see. Hey, Rodan, I finally catching your live. Yay! I'm so happy you're doing this. I've been so anxious last 3 days. This is going to help. Oh, it's okay. Breathe. It's interesting because I've been feeling that anxiety in the collective, but I actually feel like it's not, how do I say this? I don't want this to trigger anybody. Some of you who are experiencing anxiety, I don't think it's like real anxiety. Like I don't know. Like it's not that like, oh, okay, let me back up. Um you're getting a lot of energy. You're getting hit with a lot of like light and energy, and it's just information trying to come in. But for some reason, like, and I've been seeing it, it's been manifesting as anxiety with people. But and I actually was starting to I'm catching up on personals, and that was coming up too for a couple of them. And it's like, oh, there's just information that wants to come through. It's just intense. It's really intense energetically because we've gone through a lot of big shifts. We've definitely shifted timelines, which I'm so happy about. But even for me, actually, this happened to me yesterday. Um, Yesterday, I was trying to drive to North Shore, which is very far from where I live. I felt it in my head. Yeah. So I got my crown covered. So exactly, Tony, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The crown stuff, a lot of crown stuff going on for people right now. And I've experienced crown stuff before, but this felt very different. I I was going to North Shore for a Lay Day event. So for those of you who like aren't like who haven't been to the islands or not familiar with what goes on here on the islands, May Day is usually Lay Day, which is really nice. They usually have a big festival on Oahu on May 1st, and I didn't get to go to the festival because there's other shit I was doing, but there was an event for it in the evening. So I was driving up to North Shore, and I was a little early. And I parked the car, and the second I parked the car, it was just like, and it was like, oh my god, oh laying down now. I was like, I literally had to like put my seat back, close my eyes, and I kind of felt like I was dying. It was a whole other level of energy that I like was not accustomed to. I literally thought I was gonna pass out. I literally thought I was gonna pass out. So after like maybe 40 minutes of just laying there, I like slowly got myself up and I felt so dizzy. And it was like, oh my god, I literally had the thought of how am I gonna drive home? I don't like I can't even like deal with going to this event now. And I just kind of let myself very slowly get back to my normal, even if I was late to the event. Um, yeah, that was a lot. And so since then, since that moment, I've been having my head covered because that was like that seriously took me out. Um, I literally just took migraine meds. Oh, how about getting a little dizzy? Yeah, that's definitely part of crown stuff. I'm having third eye headaches. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of like upper chakra stuff going on, including the throat. The throat's been really big for people, myself included. Yay. Okay, it finally downloaded. All right, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna get back to the conversation. Let me just get this starting in. Let me just start processing this. Um, I also had a huge. Was it this one? Yeah, I had a huge coughing fit with during these this weekly messages. So I also need to edit that out because it was big and disruptive. And I know, and it's interesting too, like how coughing triggers people. Um, so much I just want to ramble about with you guys. Um, Again for Winnipeg, how are you doing? I'm doing good though. I'm doing good, but yeah, there's just a lot of information coming in. There's activations happening. I think I'm honestly getting some upgrades too. Solar flares, yeah, solar flares. There's a lot. There's a lot that our little vessels are are being bombarded with and having to deal with. So I am having like more bouts of sleep that just kind of hit me out of nowhere. So I'm just trying to deal with that as I can and then, live life as I can and work as I can. Um, Sometimes I think it's outside sources trying to nick what I'm trying to say, what I cough during readings. Um, hmm. So okay. So as you guys know, anything that I talk about with you guys is just from my own personal experience, from my own personal point of view. You don't have to take anything I say as truth. It's just my truth. It's my truth. It's just from my own life experience, and I just like to share that with people. And because I'm not one to be like, this is ultimate absolute truth, and you need to ascribe to it, or else. That's not who I am. And for those of you who like are new to my channel, that's not who I am. Um, but for me, I've been noticing a lot more people in the collective like getting a little bit more intense about feeding external energies, like getting more almost passionate about like pointing fingers at like negative energies, dark energies, attacks and things like that. And again, I don't want to trigger anybody. And if I trigger you, I apologize. Um, but from my own personal experience, everything's a reflection of you. We're all connected. We're all one, right? And that notion of I'm being attacked, or that notion of there are these negative dark energies and they're doing this, that, or the other. Um, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. On some levels, partly I look at it as a distortion where it's like it's actually a part of you. It's a part of you, and I'm not saying there's a bad part of you. I'm not saying that. It's a part of you that you're having a hard time accepting, or there's something within you that you're in denial about or resisting, and it's just and it's manifesting that way. And it really is, it becomes a distraction from just being within the self and being accountable and accepting of the self. That's how I look at it. And again, if I trigger anybody, I apologize. But that's just my truth. That's just my truth. Just stopping to by say hello and happy eclipse. Happy eclipse, happy eclipse, eclipse, eclipse. I tried to watch IG Live the other day. It's not that easy to watch as YouTube. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. And I don't have a lot of experience. Hold on a second. This is a little loud for me. How do I turn this down? Nope, not that side. Is it this side? Yeah, it's like the volume on this is a little loud. Thank you for saying that. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I didn't realize the IG lives were that hard to like rewatch because I'm still getting accustomed to that and used to that. Let me just check on my video. Still buffering. But yeah, but that's how I look at it. But the throat stuff, for me, my entire life, I've had a very sensitive throat chakra. And I think there are a couple reasons for that. And I've just kind of accepted it's just something that I need to be more on top of, but it's also something that is always going to be in flux. And that's okay. That's okay. That's just what I am. That's just who I am, and that's okay. Um but yeah, like lately I've been seeing a lot more throat stuff. It's like we are in Taurus season, we're in Taurus energy, and that has to do with the senses. And so I've been seeing that with people. Not to mention Mercury is in Gemini and is about to go retrograde in a few days. Like we're in the pre-shadow for Mercury retrograde. So more throat stuff there. What's going to be interesting though, the new moon Gemini, I think that falls in line with Mercury retrograde in Gemini, which that'll be very interesting. I feel like those are going to give some um, really good insight and drive to really change the way we communicate and change the way we connect and experience truth. And I think that's going to be kind of cool. Anybody else isolating? Felt like I am made of glass the last few days. Everything's very sensitive right now. So yeah, if you're feeling really sensitive and you're like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I gotta be in a bubble, like that's totally fine. Um, Roden, everyone was saying manifest during this eclipse. Some say don't. What's your opinion? I think the word manifest gets overused, and I'm even guilty of using it a lot. Like, my opinion of this new moon, it's a time to do cool shit. Like, manifestation, all manifestation is, how do I say this? Acting in accordance with your truth. Like, like if you really look at manifestation, like that's really all it is. It's like it's acting in accordance with your truth and your wants and your desires and being in flow with it and being able to stay focused on it and focus your energies towards that and not get distracted. So manifestation, it takes focus, but it also takes accountability and responsibility. Like manifestation, like shit just doesn't happen out of nowhere. It's like you have to put forward that focus, that energy, and you do have to plant seeds to make things actually occur. So it's like, sometimes people use words like manifestation as it's like a magical thing that just is like has like no like effort behind it, but that's not necessarily true. So if you want to manifest or if you want to create, oh, there was 111 people in the chat. Just do it. Just do it. Like there are certain energies at play that can help us. Like, we have like Jupiter is doing a lot of cool stuff for us recently and still is like totally a time to take advantage of that. And any new moon is a time to take advantage of taking action and starting new things. But as far as like, don't try to do things, that's a personal thing, right? Right. If you're not down for that or you're not in a circumstance where you're ready for that, then that's up to you. Um, it must be our birthday blessing. We can blame it on our planet's influence. LMAO. I like that definition. Long time for me. Hope all is well. Um, correct me if I'm wrong, but is Pluto in retrograde? Yes, it is. I'm a Scorpio rising and wondering if that impacts me. Yeah, Pluto's retrograding. Pluto's retrograding in Capricorn. Um, which is interesting because I felt like the last time Pluto went retrograde, I really felt it. Like last time, I feel like I really felt it. And this time, I feel like all this Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune, Mars, Venus, like energy is so intense, and not to mention along with the eclipses that I'm eclipse energies that I'm like Pluto to me is like yeah that's going on. Yeah, I feel like the eclipse energy is overwhelming it. Oh, okay, cool. My video is buffering. All right, so give me a minute, guys. I just need to edit this really quickly. You might hear some stuff, so don't mind it. It's always funny watching myself. Yeah, there we go. My voice sounded so different. Where's that coughing fit? Where was it? Cards. Oh wait, I saw a tissue. Oh, what? I know I had a coughing fit in here. Where are we starting? Let's do animals. Ah. Sorry, guys. Just give me a couple minutes. I know it was in here. Oh, wait. And it's like, it's time to come out. It's time to, come into springtime, so to speak, from winter. Sorry, guys. I need to blow my nose. Don't mind me. Did I imagine it? Did I jump another timeline? Where's this coughing fit? The more you can do. The more you're taking care of yourself, feminine, the more you can do, masculine. So don't forget that. I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm getting nasally. All right, well, I'll just listen while I catch up on these. I have allergies like you, and it sucks. Shifted in the past few years on such a scale of downsizing. Am I taking this? With my art. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're going to put this over on the side. Oh, you know what? I always forget. I changed this piece. All right, you know what? I give up. I can't find it. So when I post the weekly messages, if there's a massive coughing fit in there, just don't mind it. I was really trying to spare you guys that delay. I was like, I don't have patience right now to try to find it. Let's see. Just leave the coughing fit in. LOL. Yeah. Oh, so that's what I was about to talk about, like how triggering coughing is. Oh wait, sorry. I'm like so distracted. Okay, hold on. This will take like 2 seconds. I'm gonna get back to that. Do a fade, transition, another fade, transition, and then save. What was this one called? I believe it was called that. Oh, did I not move it over? Oh, okay. There we go. Almost there, guys. Save. YouTube 1080. Okay. All right, that's going to take a while. All right, I am back. Yeah, it's like coughing is very, very triggering to some people. And I tried like for the longest time to figure out why. And I think I really only realized it in the last couple of days. Like when people are hearing someone like hacking away, I think it like for some people, I think it triggers their own stuff about either not being heard or like suppressing their own truth. And like it really triggers them. Like I've had people lose their shit on me. Like I really have. And it's kind of fascinating. Like I remember my undergrad years, my last year, I had a roommate for a very short amount of time because we had issues. We literally only were roommates for like 2 months. And I tolerated her for like 2 weeks, and then I started living out of my car because I couldn't deal with it. And then she finally left. But anyway, yeah, I would cough in the middle of the night, and she would lose her shit. Like she'd lose her mind. And I've just experienced that a lot. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Appreciate your science background so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, life is interesting. It's funny because it's like, you know, so many people, I come across so many people when I tell them what I do, right? And it's like they do the whole, well, I'm a science person. I believe in science. It's like, yeah, there's a whole science of what I do. Literally. It's called metaphysics. You should look it up. It's very informative. That's when our ego needs attention. LOL. Yeah, totally. I think many people have misophonia. Yeah, Sarah, I definitely agree with that too, which would make them dislike coughing fits. Yeah. I'm a longshoreman. LOL. Yeah. Any advice for clearing throat chakra? There's all kinds of ways you can clear the throat chakra. For me, breath work is really vital. Like breath work is vital for a lot of reasons. So I'm like trying to talk about it, like we need to clear. Breath work is so vital, and that will really help to open the throat and open everything up, and also help to really cleanse your own energy field and your body, and give you that really yummy oxygen that we all need. Breath work, singing is one of my favorite ways to clear the throat chakra, especially if you're choosing songs that are aligning with things that you need to release or things that you're dealing with, right? So if you're dealing with like empowerment issues, feeling like you're not strong enough or confident enough, or like you're not, whatever enough, then picking songs according to that will really help you. Like, I'm trying to think of an empowering song. Hold on, let me see. I know this is YouTube, so I can't play music, which also I was thinking I want to do more lives where I can just play music and hang out and chill. I have a whole empowerment playlist. uh, I'm really digging on a new playlist I made though, but I think it's time for another one. Anyway, you guys know what I'm getting at. If you really need to cry and purge, pick a really sad song. Pick a really sad song that's gonna make you cry. Um, those are probably my favorite ways to clear the throat chakra. Um, you can also do, this actually just occurred to me. You can also make tea and then put intention into the tea to help clear your throat chakra. And you can do that as well. Of course, like doing salt baths, getting in the ocean, um, saging. You can, and by the way, you don't have to use sage just to clear. You can even use like rosemary if you want to. Um, you know, sage I think is something that is over harvested in my opinion. So if you can use other herbs, by all means, go for it. I try to get away as quick as possible. I Believe by Demi Lovato. I don't think I know that one. Dancing is always an easy way to do them all. Yes. Singing while you groove too. Yes. Dancing is also very, very good for your energy, very good for your body. It instantly shifts you. Like music and dancing, singing and dancing, like will instantly shift your vibration. Like if you're feeling sad, you're feeling down, you're feeling like I can't cope with life today, put on a little music. Put on like your favorite jam or songs you haven't heard in a long time. I find that's also a really good way to do it. Like songs you haven't heard in forever, and just jam. Like even if you pick like songs from the era of when you were like first getting into music, like whether in middle school or elementary school or high school, like your teenage jams, like putting those on and dancing and singing, you'll instantly shift. You'll instantly shift. You can make playlists on iTunes or Spotify and share them. You can put the link on all your digital platforms. Oh, you're right. I can do that. See, this is like the tech stuff that just doesn't even occur to me. I have so many playlists on Spotify. It's like not even funny. It's like it's kind of insane how many playlists I have on there. Um, Absolutely adore a self-love jam set. Shake out everything that's stuck. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Every time I'm in the car, I have to be singing. I have to be. Like I need music every day. I can't function without music. Like I just can't do it. Um yeah, it's very, very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. Um so the other task I need to do while I'm hanging out with you guys is figuring out when I'm going to do some of these lives. So for YouTube, I want to do the ayahuasca talk. It's like I've been wanting to do it for so long, I just haven't had space. So let me see a good day I can do that. All right. Going into May. Can't believe we're in May. That happened so freaking fast. I never catch your lives. Hello, WaterBaby and community. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, Miranda, Bluebird by Miranda Lambert. I love that one. Wait, okay, you guys, I got a quick question. If I like demonetize this video, can I play music as much as I want to, or will YouTube still take it down? Can you guys tell me? Because like you guys are really like getting me in the mood to like play music. Oh. Please let me know. Please, someone like who like really knows the answer, let me know. Because I know for sure if it's monetized, I can't do it. My friend. Mm. I think you can play enough music because you have enough subscribers. I think they'll shut the live down and demonetize. Man, that's like so not fun. Right? So not fun. That makes me sad. All right, I'm gonna have to do these on Patreon. I like the list I have right now is crazy. All right, Patreon. That was an idea I had a while ago too, to just do like little music hangouts, and I never got around to doing it. I want to do it. Music hangouts. Oh, you know what would be fun? Like also having music on, like pulling cards. I think that would also be really fun. Um, I'm all about fun these days. I'm really tired of life being a struggle or serious. I'm like really tired of that. Okay, what do I got going on? Ah. um, actually, I could probably do the ayahuasca talk tomorrow. Um, let me think. What time tomorrow? Oh, Temperance, thank you for the $10. Much love. We love your coffee. When someone like doesn't mind my cough or they don't even perceive it, I know like they fully accept me, and it's just like it's really nice when that happens. So thank you, I appreciate that. I think TikTok lets you play music lives. There's always Zoom, LOL. I think I'm gonna be doing them on Patreon. Oh yeah, Instagram. Thank you. I'm still haven't fully embedded Instagram as part of my thing yet. That could be for like non-patrons. Um, music hangouts. I feel you. I have music on most of the time when I pull cards. Please also like the video. Yes, people, please like the video. I appreciate that. Helps circulate everything. I will watch after work then. Yeah, we don't mind the cough. Thank you. I'm the same way. I have music full blast. Yeah, I'm sure people get quite a view of me when I'm driving around when they're in their cars because it's like I have it on all the way up and I'm like singing my lungs out all the time. Um, Pleural effusion. No, I haven't heard of that before. I haven't heard of that. But oh, so that's hold on a second. I'm getting really sidetracked. Give me a minute. Okay. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing the ayahuasca talk. Um, here on YouTube. YouTube ayatalk. Um, what time should I do it at? That's a good question. Um, can I sing? I am physically capable of singing. I have no idea if I'm good or not. I've had some people say I'm good. I've had some people say I'm terrible. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I am physically capable of singing. um, so sick of this. um, I love your channel. Been watching for a couple years and has definitely helped me in my healing process. Oh, I'm glad. That's what I'm here for. Is it gonna be live? It's gonna be live. I'm gonna do it live. Can you hold a tune? I have no idea. Like I said, guys, I have no idea. Like, okay, hold on. Before we get talking about like music, I want to understand a good time to like post, like to do this live for ayahuasca talk. Because living in Hawaii, it's definitely made doing lives hard for like big groups of people. Because like from the East Coast, I'm like 6 hour difference. So right now it's like 8 o'clock in the morning here, and on the East Coast it's like 2 p.m. So it's been kind of like difficult doing that. I'm thinking 1 o'clock. That would be like 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. East Coast. Or I guess I could do two. Um, you got to get back on here like you used to. I'm on here in the way that I need to be. Um, I love your channel. I've been listening for a while, and I love you. Thank you. Um, is that where you take medicine, or am I thinking of DMT? I'm gonna answer all those questions in in the live chat. Yes, that would work. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do two. Okay. That way it'll be 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. And that will be tomorrow. Okay. So I'm doing that. um I mean the rest of these are really Patreon stuff. Yeah, the rest the rest of this I'm gonna do after the live. I guess that's just like the main one I really wanted to actually cement in because I keep missing it. Um what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, singing. We were talking about singing. So my experience with singing. There are a lot of people in my family who can sing. On my mom's side and my dad's side. I've loved singing since I was a kid. I was in chorus for a little while. Um, or was that twice? Wait, let me think about that. No, no, no. That was middle school. I was in chorus for a little while. I didn't get any solos or anything, so like maybe that's an indication. Um, but yeah, I've had people like walk in on me singing because it's like for a long time. Like I guess on some level, I still have a lot of like shyness around singing in front of people. Because I was criticized a lot as a kid when it came to that. So some, like I said, some people have said I have a really great voice. Some people say I don't. But everyone says I sing from the heart, which is a nice compliment. So I'll take that. But yeah, I have no idea if I can actually sing or hold a tune. Um, I know I can hold long notes. I know I can do that. But as far as holding a tune, I have no idea. Um, could you just post they love after saying it? Wait, I don't understand. Oh, Alejandro, I just saw your comment. Yeah, so guys, just so you know, I do have some patrons who like, are very protective of me in a very loving, beautiful way. So thank you, Alejandra. I appreciate you saying that. Um, Sorry if this is inappropriate, but I met my guides and they said your higher self is a father figure. Yeah, my higher self is, well, my higher selves. I'm an interesting little being, and like for the last month, I've gotten a lot more insight into more of that. But my higher self, I to be honest, I feel like it's like a 12D version of me that I actually first encountered is like a fire phoenix like sort of a situation. Um Another time I was equating that to raw. But I really feel like it's more like that's just who I am, but I just resonate with the energy of raw because it's very similar in frequency. So yeah, like my 12D self, yeah, is very father figure like. But I also have like a mama bear version of me. I've definitely got a like the whole mermaid version of me. I've got a lot of different versions of me, different higher selves and different dimensional frequencies. So I don't know if that answered your question or not. Um, let's see. Whichever time works for you, truthfully, your supporters will always gravitate. I've been subbed for 3 years now. Oh, thank you, Witch in White. Thanks for being subbed so long. Mine also told me I was living in the afterlife, so take what they say how you will. LMAO. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, excuse me. Do you have a video on like stepping into purpose, finding it? I don't, because the truth of it is it's not like a one size fits all thing. You find your purpose, you find your truth when you find yourself. And there's no shortcuts to that. There's no easy answer to that. And everybody has to discover themselves in their own way and in their own time. But that's the only way you find your purpose, because your purpose is really just to be yourself. Your purpose is really just to be here, doing what comes naturally, doing what makes you happy, doing what you have passion for. And a lot of people, their whole journey is about getting to themselves to even understand what it is they feel they are, right? But I get a lot of people who have want to have sessions with me, and that's what they want to know. And I'll tell them like little things that I pick up on, but at the end of the day, I'll tell them it's like it's about you coming home to you first. That's the only way you find your purpose. This is no end to it at the end of the day. That's the irony. We just want to fulfill us and not impose on others' journeys. Yeah. Watching this whilst I upload content, man, uploading takes forever. Yes, it can. It really can. Speaking of, let me check on my video. It's still processing. Yeah, it's still processing. Are you sick? I am not sick. Nope, nope, nope. I am not sick. I think this is just consequences of the upgrades and crazy energy shit that we're all getting. There's actually like another person who I know in the field, so to speak. I don't know how to say that, in the community, who's going through the exact same shit, like the exact same shit. And he seems like he's sick. He's not sick. I know I'm not sick. It's just part of what's going on right now. Do you do any private sessions readings? Right now I'm doing pre-recorded sessions, but my services are probably going to be changing in the next couple months to include and incorporate some other new skill sets that I've been learning, that I've been very happy and like excited to share with you guys. I almost yesterday did a video on it, and I'm like, no, slow down. It's not time yet. Slow it down. That's deep. Yeah. Your higher selves always come through in divine timing, and when they feel you're ready and trust you, will know or develop understanding over time of them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I haven't seen you live in years. I've been live. So I was talking about this too last time I was live on here, which was just a couple days ago, I think. I've been here. I haven't gone away. YouTube is like tricking people into thinking I've gone away. I haven't gone away. I've been here. I might be here like inconsistently, like unpredictably, but I have been here. I have not disappeared. Um, it's so funny. Well, you've changed my perspective on that. My body was hurt the last 2 days with this shift. Might need a spiritual bath. Yes, definitely take your spiritual baths. And if you can't take a bath, like you don't have a bathtub, you can also do it in a shower version. You can do like a salt scrub and do that. Um, ugh, maybe I'm just super behind. It's okay. It's okay. No, seriously, like the algorithm has like really been like not cool for my channel for a while now. It's like, and I said it last time, every time I post a video, like they swipe away like a couple hundred subscribers, like every video. And they don't circulate my content as much. They don't notify people. They change the notifications. It's like it's annoying. Like, so I've been seeing so many comments of people like you know, thinking I like literally went away for like a year. And then they're like, oh, you're back. I've been waiting for you. It's like, I haven't gone away. But it's nice to know that people are like, you know, re-noticing, I guess. I don't know what way to say that. She's my main YouTube notification. Yeah, check your notification bells. Like, check your settings, guys. And not just for my channel. Like, there might be other channels where maybe you think they've gone away and they haven't. So, you know, and if you're missing anyone in particular, or you're thinking of anyone in particular, like, go check your stuff. Good to know you're feeling well. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. As I sniffle. I love all of the changes you've made on the channel. I've watched your growth and appreciate all your love. Oh, light and guidance. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Or maybe you need a time apart from the creator and now you're back. Yeah, that's an interesting point too. Because definitely the last like 2 years, especially particularly the last 18 months. Well, you guys know I was in a relationship. I really did feel like the relationship I was in, it kind of did feel like a deviation, like almost like I got another assignment. Like that's kind of really how it felt, because once the relationship ended, I went to Sedona, right? I think I was talking about this with you guys. And I got into Sedona, and it literally felt like I was back in 2020. I was like, whoa. It's like, whoa, what's going on? Am I jumping into another timeline? And it really felt like I realigned to where I was. So it's really interesting. Yeah, so it's really interesting. So, and my channel, I guess, has reflected that too on some level. Every relationship is an assignment. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. I had time away from Roden, just natural deviation. Yeah, exactly. I've been catching all your lives lately. I'm so lucky. Yay! You're supposed to. I've also been doing a lot of them. So I'm waiting for that moment of realignment. It's gonna be natural, right? So if any of you have been feeling that, like you've been on either like an assignment or like a deviation of some sorts, like you'll get realigned, you'll get put back. And some of us have to make the choice to do so. And some of us, you know, it's just gonna be a natural progression. But Jesus. Oh, it's never ending. But what was I gonna say? I totally lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh yeah, all the timeline stuff. Yeah, but see, that's the other thing, guys. We're in a window of implementation. Like we're in a window where a lot of us are being called. Like next phase, we're ready to go. And a lot of us are feeling it. A lot of us are answering that. But in doing so, we're also like leaving a lot of people behind. And it doesn't have to be permanent. I feel like we're gonna come back for them if they're ready to, but it's like the next phase is starting. It's starting, and a lot of us are on it. Um, And unfortunately, as a bunch of us get called and answer that call, there's a little bit of a ripple effect, like through the collective. And I've been seeing that and experiencing that with other people, where it's almost like there's deeper triggers happening. There's like more intense aggravation and rage happening. And it's definitely some big abandonment stuff, but it's also necessary, right? Because, and I've been saying this forever, but the North Node Taurus period of time is about accountability. It's about values and resources and New Earth and all that stuff too, but it's about accountability. It's about accountability. Um, and we're holding people to being accountable for themselves. We're holding us in a higher state of accountability, and it's just necessary right now. It's just necessary. I'm just sad about it. Oh, Maria, it's okay. I know. And it's important to like honor that and to grieve that, It's totally important to do that. And stay focused on you at the same time, right? Like I've been experiencing that in waves where I'm so focused on what I need to do and moving forward, and then I have like the waves of sadness, and then I take a moment and I grieve, and then I come back. Um, Probably a lot of us having to clear out throat chakras and rubbing off on you. Exactly, it's here. It's been waiting too long. Yeah. Um, yeah, I just have a sensitive throat chakra, and plus I am a channeler, and being it's actually interesting. So human design stuff, really quick. Um, say, um, human design is really fascinating. So I'm a generator. I'm a 6-2 generator. And the only chakra I have that's undefined is my throat chakra. That's the only one. And I really feel it. Like that so resonates for me. And on one level, it's like, okay, um, I need to be mindful of that. I need to be more aware of that and more responsible for that. But also, I think that actually makes me one of the reasons it make not one of the reasons, but I think it just correlates with me being a good channeler, because having an undefined throat chakra, it's like what comes through my throat chakra comes from mostly can come from other sources, which is exactly what I do. Like that's exactly what I do all day long. I just channel divine. I just channel spirit. I just channel source. Like that's all I do, like all day. Um, but I do have to be careful when I'm around other people, because other people, like when I'm around certain individuals, especially those people who are like suppressing their own truth, um, or they're speaking lies or speaking out of distortion or speaking from the ego, like it really makes me cough like really bad. Um, I'm so confused on how to get back aligned. I'm just getting older by the day. I'm now 48. Oh, Birdie. It's excuse me. When you say realign, do you mean just like on your path, or are you speaking like to like your body, like your energy system, like being connected with yourself? Actually, either way, I'm gonna say it takes going within. That's what I'm gonna say. Either way, it takes going in and reflecting on your true desires and what your truth is, and just start living your life according to that. Like making choices every single day on what's the best way for me to live to be happy? What does my environment need? What needs to be my environment? What kind of people do I need to be around? What kind of things make me happy every day? What kind of things light me up every day? What kind of things allow me to take care of myself? Like those things, right? As long as you're continually picking those things and also checking your own perception, right? Checking your own state of mind and your own energy and what energy you're coming from, because something else that a lot of people in the collective are working through is their own programming and conditioning, right? And that's what I've been seeing is just causes a lot of the struggle, the inner conflict, the idea that something is hard, the idea that we don't have what we need, or the idea that we don't have what we want, or we don't have the life we're supposed to be living. It's because there's still conditioning and programming telling you otherwise, and it's just not true, right? It's just not true. um so that's like a big laundry list of things. But I definitely think either way, that takes some hermit time and a lot of reflection, some quiet time, some real quiet time. Sometimes even with meditating, and again, everyone's process is different. Like, do whatever comes naturally to you. But even like putting music on while you meditate, I think it is a good facilitator. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a distraction. Sometimes it's just more noise in your energy field when you need like true quiet. to really listen, to really feel, to really have that space, you know? So that's like something else I just observe. Um was just thinking of some of the negative folks trying to be nice and realistic that I must try to not give my power to. LOL, they may mean well, but it's not my truth. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you don't have to like be aggressive with any of these people in creating space, or just recognizing like this is someone who cannot be in my reality right now, or this is somebody who, you know, can jeopardize my own energy because I'm still working on me, or I'm still trying this, that, or the other thing. Like we're all in progression of something. We're all progressing towards some other version of ourselves, right? And some of us need practice at certain things, like protecting our energy field or speaking our truth. And if we're around energies that make that hard while we're learning that, it's just going to make things harder, right? Um, Never tried meditating with music. I'll have to try that. If it resonates with you, if that resonates with you, like I said, for me, I find that it actually is a distraction. I can't meditate with music. I need absolute quiet. Um, yes, thank you. I've been feeling people impose their truth on me lately, and I've had to kind of snap back a bit because it feels like they're rejecting my divine path. They are. Just call a spade a spade. They are. They're rejecting that that evolution of light. Um, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I had an argument recently with somebody who's been very, you know, who I've been close with, um, and just, you know, have a lot of appreciation for. And it was like it was just wow. It was just wow. Um, I was trying to express hurt feelings like about something they had done that they never really took accountability for, and I had thought I had let it go, and I was talking about it to a friend recently, and I realized, oh, I still have some feelings there. Like I still have some hurt, I still have some anger, and I wanted to talk about it with them. And I brought it up, and immediately I can't talk about that, like immediately. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was really triggering, and I do wish I had handled that with a little bit more um what's the word? What's the word? There's a word for this, and it's eluding me. I wish I had handled it a little bit differently, but also at the same time, I really was very adamant in speaking my truth and not allowing anyone to try to dismiss that or silence that, you know, because it's like we've all had enough of that. We've all had enough of that, and I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. It's like no, 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 no. It's like this is my truth. You can't just shut me up because you don't want to deal with my truth. Like this is my truth. You don't have to take it as truth, but you at least need to let me speak it. Like at the very least, like I should be allowed to speak my truth. Um, I wonder if the phone is making us dependent of noise. I think I may always need music or noise than what I don't remember how much I like it. Yeah, I definitely think that's true. There's so much noise all the time. I've always been really sensitive to noise. So it's like I try to find my quiet and solace where I can. But yeah, I definitely think so. Um, I resonate with that. Made friends with someone who I thought I'd be with for a while during this uncertain time, but had a disagreement and felt like I was being heard or understood. Didn't feel like it. Yeah. And it's unfortunate, right? Because it's like people don't want to be accountable. Like they don't. Like there's people, I think, in the conditioning and the programming have assigned shame to being accountable, which there doesn't have to be. Like you know, and we're never supposed to punish people. It's not about punishment. It's not about shaming people. It's never about that. But we've been so conditioned that people get all triggered because they don't want to feel the shame of taking accountability because they were told it's shameful. They were made to be shamed, and then they shame themselves anyway. Um, and this is something I've been saying a lot, and I think I say it more on Patreon than YouTube, but shame to me is like a bedrock emotion. And I still have yet to really understand why I feel that way. Um, that's just also how it's been shown to me. Like when you go through all like the barrels of emotions, it's like shame is one of the most hindering emotions, and it really is a root emotion to a lot of like conditioning and programming and behaviors and stress and anxiety and sadness and grief and all that. Um, and normally shame is something that is really self-imposed or had been conditioned to be self-imposed. But once you release shame, you're free. Like when there's no more shame, you're really free on a lot of levels. On a lot of levels, in a lot of ways. Um, but yeah. And so people hold on to their shame and then they lash out because they think you're trying to shame me. You're trying to make me guilty, and it's like, that's just not the truth. That's just not the truth. I'm hurt and I just want that acknowledgement of my hurt, right? I've slowly been reading the book How to Do the Work. I feel good when I read it. Good. I've never read it, but yeah, if it's a good read, that's why healing is so important. Get rid of shame. Shame makes you feel less than, which stops your progress. Yeah, absolutely. It's the lowest frequency. Yeah, no heat, no shame. Yes, that makes so much sense. Yes, and so I was like trying to get this person to just hear me out, and like they were just like constantly interrupting me, telling me to be quiet, telling me no, 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 no. And it was like, and it almost felt like they were even trying to shame me for even bringing it. Oh, they were now. I've already got to block some of it out, and now it's like coming back, saying that like it was an inappropriate time for me to even go there, and it was like, I was super triggered. I got real Scorpio real quick in that conversation, real quick. Gaslighting, hell, yeah. A lot of gaslighting going on in that conversation. And like I said, it didn't bring out the best of me. I kind of wish I handled it a little differently, but at the same time, a part of me is like, you did the best you could. You did the best you could in that moment. I actually ended up hanging up the phone on them because they became relentless and wouldn't stop. And I normally don't do that, but it was just like, they were constantly interrupting me to the point where I could barely say anything. And it was like, you know what? I don't need to partake in this. So if they're just going to constantly interrupt and talk and I can't even say anything, like click, click. When you put yourself in student mode and realize it's all learning and are kind to yourself instead of feeling shame and all changes. Yeah. You had to get away of toxic. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, I did. It's like, I wish I wasn't put in that position, but it is what it is. And like I said, I could have probably handled it differently. I don't know how, but I'm sure I could have. Let's see. Help us by teaching us institutions and government and all that awful shit. Yeah. I'm Cancer Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Scorpio rising, and an Italian New Yorker. Be afraid. Be very afraid. It's interesting. I'm from LA, right? I'm originally from SoCal. And as you guys know, I moved around a lot, like Sedona and Hawaii and all of that. But when I lived in LA, I've been friends with a lot of Italian New Yorkers, like a lot, like probably statistically, like, and probably a lot. That's not English, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. And I love their vibe. I do. I love their vibe. I love their energy. I love the bluntness. Like, I love it. And I think there's also something about it where it's like, because I have also those Latin roots of, there's so much passion, right? There's just so much passion that is there that I just love. Yeah, we're spirited people. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I literally experienced that recently with a family member, and I was so upset with myself after I allowed that argument to get me out of my character. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because you know what? Like, that's the other thing. Like, when we allow like stuff like that to get a little out of hand, or we get like pulled into the energy, it messes with our energy. And it's like, no, hell no. And after that, I literally was in a mode of like, you know what? No, I'm not going to allow my energy to be messed up from this. I'm taking that back. I'm taking it back. And I spent the next like hour just trying to like shift back to myself, shifted my energy, not blame myself, not shame myself or any of that. Like, and just recognizing this is where that person is at. And it's sad and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And again, all part of sort of leaving people behind to answer the call. We are powerful. Yes, we are. What should we do during the eclipse period? What do you want to do? like this eclipse, the new moon Taurus eclipse is super positive. There's so much supportive energy with the aspects that are at play. Like, it's a time to get busy. It's a time to start new things. It's a time to network with people. It's like honestly, it's a time to live life. It's a time to live life. Actually, speaking of, let me check this video, see if it's done processing. It is done processing. I just need to pick a thumbnail. Hold on. The ones that YouTube tries to populate, the thumbnails, I like never like them. It's always like the oddest moments. Oh, that's a good one. Some of you know I'm working while I'm doing this. Wait, why does it look weird? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Not that one. Next frame. Okay. I want a snapshot. Yeah, that's better. Open file location. So just give me a couple minutes, guys, while I do this. Copy. If anyone new comes in the chat, just let them know what I'm doing. While I get this going. Okay. Close, close, close. Discard. YouTube. I just saw the thumbnail that is posted for this live. It's a funny one. Where is it? There we go. The swan says I can. Okay. Upload thumbnail. Weekly intuitive. I recorded let's do today. It's funny because my upload speed is faster than my download speed, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And this is for May 2nd to the 8th. As I can. Okay. Monetization. I miss the old days of YouTube. And there wasn't so much well, you guys know, there's just so many little things that are just like nonsense. Checks and then visibility. All right, I'm just going to do these tags really quick, and then you guys will have my attention again. Content. Where? All right. To May. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Retrograde. Almost done. Okay. And then once that is done, it will go public. Wait for your agenda. It's fine. Publish. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm back. It should probably post to YouTube in like maybe 10-15 minutes. Yeah, my upload speed's crazy fast, but my download speed's stupid slow. It's like nonsensical. Um, Everyone I know has had a physical injury this past weekend, eclipse energy. Well, it was aspecting Uranus. It was aspecting Uranus. Still technically aspecting Uranus, which is like all about changes, right? And you know, for my patrons who saw the New Moon Taurus live, you guys already know like all the stuff I had to say about it. Um, but yeah, when you have Uranus energy, accidents can happen. Um, but also we've had so much positive energy around it too. So if they had an accident, you know, it might just be, excuse me, also to help them reflect on some things too, you know? And back to LOL. Interesting. I've been seeing a lot of crows lately. Excuse me. Crows are so magical. I had a lot of vivid dreams last night, especially seeing three suns and one moon. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Yeah, my dreams have been weird. My dreams have been weird. Um, I've been seeing them too. I had an accidental pregnancy. Oh, like right now or like in a dream? Out of curiosity. Unless you don't want to say. You also, I just realized how personal that is. You don't have to say. You don't have to say. Um, my ancestors sent me a chant on sister in a dream. Yes. Oh, I hope you wrote it down. I really hope you wrote down the chant. Um, yes. Now. Oh. Oh wow. I want to say congratulations, unless it's like you have feelings about it. But again, that's like super personal, and we don't have to talk about that. Um, but yeah, ceremony is really big. So yeah, like writing down chants like that, I think is super super important. Absolutely, you wrote it down. Hell to the yeah, you wrote it down. Good. I got an email from my shipment on the eclipse saying it's on its way. Sent at 11:11. Might be a lot more on its way. How was your solar eclipse? Mine was. What happened yesterday? No, 2 days ago. What did I do? I'm like, what am I trying to think now? Um, what did I do on the eclipse? I did an IG chat in the morning on the BOMISpirit Instagram. Um, I worked. There was something else that happened during the day, and I can barely remember now. Um, but I also did a cool ceremony over in Kailua, um, at a studio. The woman who runs the studio is like super awesome. She's amazing. She's quite a goddess, and she mostly works with women, um, and you know the whole reproductive, being a woman, the yoni, all of that. She works in that realm. And so she was hosting an event for womb breath work, and it was great. I was so happy to be there. I was supposed to be there. Um I was totally supposed to be there, and I think it was very needed. And you know, anytime we do ceremony like that, or anytime you guys do ceremony like that, let's see, crazy but super exciting. Okay, good. Then congratulations. String band mama, congratulations. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, you know, I try to be really sensitive with stuff like that because, you know, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. So congratulations. I'm glad you feel really good about it. Um, but yeah, anytime we do ceremony, it's like it's not just for us, it's also for the collective. You know, so there was purging that was happening. There's definitely like reconnection that was happening. It's like it was great. It was really beautiful. I moved out of my apartment finally on the eclipse. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, we got moves, we got babies going on. Total eclipse stuff. Been having a lot of dreams about snakes lately, and another one with frogs and mice. Oh, I mean, snakes to me, I just look at as that beautiful creative energy. Mice, though, like frogs to me is about emotional release. Mice to me is like pesty. So maybe you're just doing some releasing and getting aligned and acquainted more with your own creative energy, which I think is really, really cool. Why does it seem like people's vibes have been so out of whack lately? I was talking about that earlier. Um, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Because we've had a big shift. We've had a really, really big shift where, you know, a good amount of people are elevating and answering their own call and answering the calls, moving more into their purpose, their passion, and getting serious about it. And it's triggering the shit out of people who've been feeding off of them. It's also caused more of a divide where it's like people who were on the fence. Like, I'll put it that way: a bunch of people who were on the fence. Um, there's now been a clearing of that. There's been a very clear designation of you in this timeline, you in this energy, you in this timeline, you in this energy. So that's why it's been looking more extreme. But I was talking about that earlier. Um, yeah. And like, that's the thing. If you haven't experienced it yet, you might experience it where people just suddenly vanish out of your life, like just out of nowhere vanish. Um, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. That helps. Yeah. No problem. No problem. Yay, moves and babies. I have dreams about snakes. I love uh brown in my dream, white in my I can't see that. My moon. Circle yesterday. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I had people reveal some crazy truths. Yeah, there's gonna be more of that. Like the full moon eclipse is coming up too, so don't forget. So first of all, Mercury retrograde on the 10th. Um and then the next moon cycle is an eclipse, the lunar eclipse for full moon Scorpio. I expect to be a hermit, to be honest, during that time. I can already feel it. And I'm a Scorpio stellium. So it's like, I'm like really sensitive to when there's like shifts with Scorpio energies. Um, yeah, I expect to be a hermit during that time. It's going to be kind of a shadowy moon, not in a bad way. It's just going to reveal a lot of truth. There's going to be more endings. Like while this new moon in Taurus has been bringing in a lot of new cool stuff as things are leaving, full moon Scorpio is going to make us face some things that we maybe have more difficulty letting go of or need to shift away and out of. Um, and also Saturn is going to be square the full moon. Meh. And that's going to make us feel emotionally very challenged, or we're going to feel very upset about some personal challenges and restrictions and difficulties that might be coming up during the full moon Scorpio. But it really is just to get us to reflect. It's to get us to shift internally. And that's okay. That's totally okay. It's also going to aid any like death rebirth processing that's been going on. A lot of the collective has actually gone through rebirths recently. So to have the full moon Scorpio coming up, I think is going to be like almost very reflective of that, or you might get like another little wave of that. So this full moon Scorpio is going to be powerful. But it's not going to be bad. It's just, it's just going to be intense. It's just going to be intense. Not ready for it. Plus I'm Cancer rising. Yeah, me too. Me too. I feel ya. I feel ya on that one. Like I said, I'm going to be a hermit. I'm going to be a hermit around the full moon Scorpio. I can definitely vouch for that. I've seen that shift. Like it's levels. It's levels. Yeah. Scorpio I'm here too. I'm in 8th house, but nothing in 2nd house. I loved this Taurus eclipse. I had so much energy. Yeah, me too. It was like I was running on a high. Like I really was. Like for my trip in Sedona, that's the other thing. I'm gonna be well, should I talk about that on YouTube? So this is where I get torn. There's so many things I just want to share, but I know some things I should not be putting on YouTube. God, my trip to Sedona was very busy. I was on a high. I so was. Like I was on an adrenaline rush from Sedona. Um, and it was awesome. It was beautiful. It was like the best high I've had in years. Think I'm gonna go dig a hole and crawl into it until it's over. Oh, don't think of it like that. Like think of it as reflective time. Like really think about it as reflective time. It's a full moon, so it's like so when there's a full moon, the sun and the moon are in opposition of each other, which means that it does bring up things that we need to look at and examine, and find a balance with. Finding a balance between the Scorpio and Taurus energies, right? Finding a balance of, how do I say this? Of, excuse me. Oh God. Of our internal worlds and our external worlds, right? When it comes to things that we want to enjoy and indulge in the external, and even like the things we want to have in the way we live in our homes and with money, right? Taurus energy, in conjunction with Scorpio, right? And Scorpio is it's the underworld. It's like it's those deep bedrock emotions of what we actually feel. So it's going to help us to understand even more of how to go about implementing what we want, right? And what really matters to us. But with that Saturn square that Scorpio Taurus energy, it's also going to highlight discipline, because this Taurus new moon has been really fun. It's been fun. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's been really fun. But yeah, like all this accountability talk we've been having, the full moon Scorpio is going to show you how maybe you have not been accountable enough, how you could be even more accountable, how you could be more disciplined, and finding a balance between having fun and indulging in your passions and the feel goods, all that Venus energy, and responsibility. And it might be a hard pill to swallow for some of us. Some of us might realize we haven't been as on the ball as we want to or need to, or that maybe like the way we've been looking at ourselves is like not as, what's a good word for this? Yeah, just not as responsible. Like, for example, like for anybody who owns their own business, like this woman Scorpio might show you how you haven't been the greatest boss, or how you haven't been running your business in the best way. So don't let shame, this is interesting, I guess I'm already tapping into all this. So don't let shame come up. It's funny because we were talking about shame earlier. So don't let the shame get you down. If you have any shame about it, just release it and forgive yourself and go through that process, and then just understand how you can improve moving forward and be more responsible. Well, I really need that. Okay, I'm out of my hole. I'm going to embrace it. There you go. There you go. Embrace it. Embrace it, embrace it, embrace it. Inflation is going to increase until it blows up everything and changes our system and society. Astrology doesn't lie. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would like to see a reality where that doesn't need to happen. But, you know, it's also been in the works for a long time. I feel like it's been the grand plan, to be honest with you, for the powers that be. I feel like that's been the grand plan. And when it happens, you know, we're going to survive it. We're humans. We've been on this planet for so many years. There's so much shit. Like, we're going to get through it. We're going to survive. We're resilient. And it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Saturn square the moon, emotional shame. LOL, we put it together, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Aries rising, and I plan on staying in this hermit mode while trying to stand and accountable to my responsibilities. Yeah. I struggle with shame knowing I did something. I struggle to move on because I did it, you know? Yeah, you did it, but it's also okay. Like, we're not perfect beings. Like, we're not. Like, sometimes we do things that are hurtful. Sometimes we do things that are mistakes, but that's also just part of being human, you know? It's just part of being human. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like, you know, you were malicious to somebody and you're like, ha 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 ha. And you feel super good about it, like, ha 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 ha. Right? You're human. It's okay. You can give that up. And, you know, I actually have been wanting to do guided meditations on my channel for a while, and I'm getting really close to doing it. You know, but the way that I work, I really work in a way where it's just like, when it's time, it's time. Even if I really want to do something, it's like I really wait for like the perfect moment where it feels like perfectly natural. I've been wanting to do more guided meditations because I find this is happening too in my sessions, where I'm wanting to give them that for things that they're dealing with. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna start putting them on YouTube. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I feel like I could easily do one for releasing shame. I'm just sitting with that because I'm actually getting visuals already. Interesting. I'm gonna write this down. Okay. Yes, please. Do it. You're amazing. That would be nice. Are you a fan of hypnosis or hypnotherapy at all? I tried it a little bit when I was way younger, when I was like 15. I tried it. It was okay. I got nothing against it. I'm neutral. I'm neutral when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys. I forget who I say what to and where and when, because I just talk so much. I have drums now, and I've been getting more acquainted with my drums. And I just want to use them all the time. I just want to use them all the time. So yeah, I want to use that for my guided meditations. The tapping and sniffles are too cute. Oh. I'm glad you find it cute and not like gross. uh, I feel like it would be a great and safe release. Yeah. Yeah, I can feel it. It's really close. Like the perfect moment is really close to like to starting that. So you know, like I said, you guys aren't gonna miss out on anything. It's gonna happen. I already know it's gonna happen. I can just feel it. It's almost there. Energetically, it's almost there. I just ordered a singing bowl. Yay! I've got a couple singing bowls and I like them, but I definitely think drums are definitely more my jam. Like that the drums really resonate for me a lot. Like singing bowls like help me a little bit here and there, but it's not my it's clearly not my medium for my stuff. Mm. I find that many of your 2019-2020 videos give me understanding of what's going on with someone who I think is my counterpart. It's like we're on different timelines, which is so fascinating. Yeah, we are. We are. Like, dude, 2019 was a crazy year for so many people. Like, 2019 was a crazy year for the collective. It was a good year. It was a beautiful year. Um, but talk about a totally different timeline. Like, I try to think back to 2019 and what was going on. And it's like, wow, talk about a freaking shift, man. Like, talk about a crazy ass shift. I feel like dimensionally, even yeah, it's like the shift has been so exponential, especially like dimensionally exponential shift. I can't speak. The words are all over the place, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't remember any of my dreams. I don't know why. Sometimes that happens. You know, when that starts happening to me, it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's like sometimes I recognize like I'm not getting enough sleep or like I'm really off of like a routine where my body's happy. If your body's like really unhappy, sometimes it's hard to remember your dreams. You can even like go into bedtime like as a ritual, right? Like you can go in there, you can light some candles and be like, okay, I'm starting with lotion, a little lavender. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna meditate or stretch or whatever. Like make bedtime a ritual and set the intentions to remember your dreams, and it will happen. It started with family abuse the first night for me, such a catalyst after so many. Yeah. Reading Heartbeat just gave your girl a huge download. Yeah, that's exactly what the drums are. It's the heart. It's the heart, which is the portal to you, to all things, to divinity, to source, spirit, creator. Like the heart is the portal to everything. And I think that's why the drums are just so like oh, even right now I'm like I want to play my drum, but my drum actually needs to dry out. So kind of the drawbacks of living in Hawaii, it's so humid here that my drum actually gets too loose. And like before I use it, I have to put it in the sun, but the sun is not out. And so I'm trying to figure out like what to do. So I think I'm gonna get a dehumidifier just for my drums. Yeah, like I'm looking at it and it's like I want to play it. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Hold on a second. Let me go get it. Okay. Put my headphones back on. Clyde's here too, by the way. I just heard him. Clydester. Oh, you comatose? Clyde is comatose. But yeah, so this is one of the drums that I have now. I love this drum. I love this drum. And the man who made it. A very, very, very beautiful soul. Um, this one was actually made on the new moon Aries and it's deer. But yeah, you can probably kind of see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's like it's too loose. Like it's not gonna sound right. Um, and it's a gloomy day, so I can't put it outside yet. Um, is eerie watching some of the 2019-2020 readings and looking back at what was going on. I've grown so much since then. Yes, we all have. We all have. It looks like a little moon. Yeah, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And for me, it's like every time I look into my drums, I start to see more and more and more. Like for me, I've been seeing like the Hawaiian Islands here, which is like super cool, like on the horizon. You see that? You see that? And especially when it's loose versus like when it's a little tighter, it looks very different. Um, Yeah, I love this drum. This is the one I've been working with the most, and I think because it is deer and it is more of that like that feminine energy that I think we all need a lot more of right now. And so, yeah, I've just been called to work with this one more. But I have two other ones. Oh my god, one of them is a horse. Whew, that one's powerful. That one gives me chills every time I think about it. Yeah, that's gonna be a very special occasion drum. And I also have a buffalo drum that I really really love. But yeah, it's like you can see it. It's too loose right now, so I need to get a dehumidifier. But yeah, it's like it's too loose. Um, yeah. Let's see. It's great to dry them by a fire. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Let's I light a bunch of candles. Yours is lovely. I want one like that. Mine is a hand pan with leaf tongues. Oh, that's so cool. I've been pulled lately to follow the sun till it sets. Yeah. Can you show us the horse one as well? No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe another time when it's ready. When it's ready. 2019 was a freaking shift show. Yes, it was. It so was, right? I love spending this rising with you this way. I do too. Like, we all need this. We all need to like hang out and commune and stuff. Like everybody just needs this right now. So I think that's why I've just been called to even just be super, super casual about it. And whatever comes up, comes up. And I might not be doing it every day, but I think I'm doing it every other day probably, whether it's on YouTube or Patreon or Instagram. Um, I should do like a morning hangout on Patreon. I store my drum in a tote with those moisture packets that come when you buy things. Oh, that's so smart. Oh my god, that's so smart. I love it. I'm still waiting for my my bags to come because I had to order them on Etsy. Um, ever thought of Twitch? Yeah, people have recommended it. Meh, I don't know. It doesn't resonate for me. Like I don't really feel it. It's so nice to be able to hear you again. Went through a season where your messages didn't resonate. I like could not pay attention, but I feel you now. Oh, hi Luna. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, let's see. Chiron came out of Pisces and entered Aries in 2019. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. You're right. It did. It did. It did. It did. How long until you start hosting retreats? I can't say yet. Little hint. I can't say yet. I can't say yet. Going into the subway, if you're gone by the time I get out, thank you so much for your time and energy. Yeah, thank you, Maria, for stopping by. Thank you. I work from home and it could be lonely. It's nice to having this playing while I'm hopping around the house. Feels like people are around. They are. We are. Our higher selves are even probably hanging out right now. Like, yeah. Chiron is in my first house. He is there for me. Yeah, Chiron's been in my 11th house. Which is funny because there's so much positive energy there going on right now for me. Wait, oh, or has it been in my 10th? Wait a minute. It was in my 10th. It was in my 10th. It's in my 11th now. I was literally thinking that, but stopped myself from asking. LOL. Do you know about the alien school field trip in Tennessee? No, I don't. Your readings are strangely accurate for me and my husband. He did not believe in readings, but watches yours and says you would be the only one he would trust to read him. Oh, you know, it's interesting because as much as like I feel like I need to be like working a lot with women, I feel so strongly too that I need to work with men. And sorry, I just got a download. Hold on a second. I just got a download. Let me write that down. Wow. It's funny because I've always had that feeling, and they literally just gave it to me as I was speaking on it. Um, wow. Okay. So that was just made clear to me that I do need to really work closely with women in groups, but I need to work with men individually. That's crazy how that just came out. Okay. Because it's funny you say that because, yeah, men gravitate towards me a lot and not in a sexual way either. It's like they gravitate towards me like almost like seeking out like a parent, like seeking out like a father. Like that's kind of how a lot of men like, you know, flock to me or feel drawn to me. Um, so yeah, it's very interesting. I still want to go to Sedona. Sedona's amazing. Go. So many people are getting called to Sedona right now. Guys, so many people are getting called to Sedona right now. I keep meeting people who are like, I'm going to Sedona next week. I'm going to Sedona next week. I'm going to Sedona in a month. I think I'm supposed to move there. I think I'm supposed to be there. Um, we want you to write down whatever you need to write. Let's see. It makes so much sense. I had anxiety today until I got your notification. This conversation is calming. Yeah. Your higher self, perhaps. Yeah. I watched the Hawaii Lives cams here on YouTube to see the whales. Oh, the whales. You know what's so weird? I was trying to watch something last night. I had a big purge, a big emotional purge. And I was just like, oh, I was feeling all vulnerable and super sensitive. And I'm like, what do I need right now? I need content that's like soothing and makes me feel like yummy. And I couldn't find anything. And of all things that was suggested to me, Free Willy came up. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. And I was like, it's a kid movie. Like, I'm sure it's like not going to be like, what's the word? Like too intense or whatever. And it was made in the 90s, right? So it's not going to be as crazy as like modern stuff is now. So I put it on, and the whole first like 10 minutes is just orcas. Just orcas breaching, singing, swimming. And I was like, oh, that's just what I needed. I just needed some whales. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God. I just needed some whales. I need some dolphins. I need some of that, like, I need some of that energy, that beautiful galactic, like whale, dolphin, mermaid energy. Like that's exactly what I needed. Um, Orcas are amazing. I mean, like so many animals are amazing, but orcas are incredible. I'm gonna tell you guys about this quick experience that I had a while back, and then I probably should go because it's like almost 9, and there's other stuff that I do have to get to. Um, Secrets of the Whales. Highly recommend that documentary series. Okay, I'm writing it down. Secrets of the Whales. I just wanted to say thank you for all your guidance over the years. You have some insane abilities, and they got me through some dark times. Oh, especially the twin flame craziness in 2019. Much love. Oh, you're so welcome, Miranda. You're so welcome. I really want to see orcas in person. Oh, Paisley, yes. Go to the peninsula. Go to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington in October, and you will see them. And it's amazing. So that's a good lead into the experience I'm going to talk about with you guys. This was probably back in like, I don't remember how old I was. Was I drinking age? I was drinking age. So probably like 2014, 15, 16, somewhere around there. Hard to remember exactly when. But I was in the Olympic Peninsula up in Washington. And October season is orca season. And we were going to go whale watching. And I mean, they also said like, you know, we might not see orcas like because, you know, orcas are orcas. um, and there's not like as many of them as there are like other sea creatures, right? So like, you know, to not get our hopes up, but that pods have been spotted around. And I was like, okay. And we're out on this boat, and they like noise. It's like orcas really like to be connected to people. They like to be connected to other sentient energies. They love that. And so like they were saying, like, make a lot of noise, make a lot of noise. Like they'll come and check us out. And so people were. And I went to the back of the boat, and I was just kind of looking at the beautiful ocean and trees. I was at the very back of the boat, right on the edge. And all of a sudden, something caught my eye. And I look, and it's a massive dorsal fin, like massive. And it was right there at the boat. And it actually scared the shit out of me at first. And so I jump back just out of like reaction. And then I run back up. And this massive male orca is just like swimming along the side of the boat. And he turns up so he could actually look at us to see what's going on. And to have him be so close, like I could have touched him, like he was so close. And then like, you know, comes and checks us out. And then all of a sudden the rest of the pod comes in. And there's like, I can't even remember how many, like a couple dozen orcas and little babies like breaching and stuff. And we were just surrounded, and it was incredible. I don't think I breathed or took a breath the entire time. Like I was just in awe at just the majesty and the energy of it and all the love that comes from those animals. Like, because when you look in their eyes, like you can see it. And I didn't even realize this until the captain had said it because I was so fixated on what I was experiencing at first. Um, but after the pod left, the captain was saying that um, that's like the way that that male came up. There was actually another one on the other side of the boat, so they orchestrated it where they had two like big males come up on either side of the boat to like check us out, and the pod followed them, and that's like a typical thing for them, like for safety, right? Um, but yeah, it was just like wow, wow. Is that where you got the name Water Baby? I've always been like so connected to water. Like I need to be in water every day in some capacity. Like I need that. The fact that I don't have like a bathtub I can take a bath in and that I don't have access to like a hot tub is very sad, but I have the ocean. So, it's not that bad. I have the ocean, so I get in the ocean as much as I can. No, I just need to be in water. Like I just need that. I totally need that. Um and I definitely, the last year living here in Hawaii, I've had a lot more information come forward about my connections to Lemuria, dolphin energy. It's interesting too because my mom, she's really connected to whale energy, like very much so. Hold on a second. um, my mom's very connected to whale energy, and it's funny because I had that orca experience with her. But oh, hold on a second. Oh, oh goodness. Uh, uh, uh. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about this. As I was trying to talk about it, it's like, oh, I think I just got a lot of energy just come through my throat. I feel like I'm supposed to talk about this. I think it was just coming with a big influx of energy. Okay. My mom has really big whale energy. Ever since she was a kid, she would have dreams of being on a beach with orcas. And she still has that dream. It's like very regular for her. Um, and for me, I've had the same with dolphins. Mm. Um, so my mom and I are connected in that way, galactically speaking. Um, and it's beautiful energy. It's beautiful healer energy. Um, but yeah, that might be all I can say on it right now. I'm gonna go because my throat chakra is doing a lot of stuff right now. I just got hit with a lot of energy that I gotta go deal with. But I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for hanging out. Weekly messages should be up. And I will see you guys soon. And I will also post a schedule for the lives. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure you're subscribed. Notifications are on to your liking. All that stuff. And I will see you guys really soon, okay? Have a really good day, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.